The mirror in room 13. Marla had always been skeptical of the supernatural, so when she checked into the old, crumbling inn on the edge of the forest and the clerk hesitated before handing her the key to room 13, she brushed it off. "No one stayed there in years," the clerk murmured, but Marla simply laughed. Ghost stories, she thought, were for children. The room was dimly lit, its air heavy with the scent of damp wood. The centerpiece was an ornate, antique mirror hanging above a cracked wooden dresser. It was enormous, its frame carved with snarling faces and twisted vines, as if alive. It seemed to pulse faintly in the gloom. That night, as she lay in bed, Marla couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The mirror faced her, its surface shimmering faintly in the moonlight. She swore she saw movement in the glass, a flicker of shadow darting behind her reflection. Shaking her head, she blamed it on her exhaustion and turned away. At 2:47 a.m., a loud crash jolted her awake. Heart-pounding, she looked toward the mirror. The glass was intact, but her reflection wasn't moving. She blinked. The figure in the mirror stayed perfectly still, its eyes boring into hers, lips curling into a malicious smile. Marla froze, unable to breathe. Her reflection's hand slowly rose to the frame of the mirror, its fingers clawing the edges as if trying to push through. "Help me," it whispered, though her lips didn't move. Before Marla could scream, the lights flickered and went out. In the darkness, she heard the sound of splintering wood. The mirror cracked with an ear-piercing shriek. When the innkeeper came to check the next morning, room 13 was empty. The bed was neatly made, her belongings untouched, but the mirror was shattered into jagged pieces. Each shard reflected Marla's face, her terrified eyes staring out, forever trapped within the glass.